Hi everyone, it's Bev here, your mental health coach, providing tips, tools, techniques and advice helping you to stay mentally strong in these difficult times and beyond. The topic for this video is how not to take things personally. Is that you? Do you take the things that people say about you personally to heart? Do you get offended? We live in a world where everybody is offended right now. Everybody's offended on other people's behalf. You just have to look on social media to see the battles of opinions. But the idea and how we're going to get through this COVID time is not to take things personally. So what I want to do is explain what's going on, why we do it, why we get offended and take things to heart. And then I want to give you some pointers that will save your mental health and will get you to live your life. Because if you're taking things personally, you are worrying over nothing, really. So who are the bad guys in all of this? Well, there are two. There are two culprits, ego and projection. Let's talk about the ego first. You know, the ego gets a bad press. You know, we say, oh, that person's got an inflated ego, or that person's ego is out of control. But we need the ego. We need the ego to be an individual. We need the ego to determine what we like and what we don't like, what to wear, where to go. But what happens when the ego gets out of control? The ego will tell you that you are the center of the universe. The ego will talk about defending you, me. So we get a little bit paranoid. We walk into a room and it goes quiet simply because people are looking to see who's walked in, and we think they're talking about us. We think they're judging us. We think, more to the point, that they don't like us. Based on what? Who knows? The other thing is the other person's ego. You know, the person that's offering you all this advice or their opinion. Who are they? What makes them think that their opinion is more valued than yours? Particularly when it comes to their opinion about you, who cares? And that's their ego being out of control, where they think that it is their right to dish out opinions and judgments and criticisms on everybody else, as if they are the Simon Cowell of the world. The second culprit is projection. What happens is that we project onto other people. We think that they can see our flaws, our weaknesses, and when they offer an opinion to us, it touches a nerve. Wow, they can see my weaknesses. No, they can't. They're just opinionated. The other thing that you should know, and this is really, really important, is that when people offer you their opinions, unwarranted, their point of view, unwarranted, their judgments on what you do, how you choose to live your life, it's all about them. Please know that the person who's agitated, that's all in your face, that's being negative, disagreeable, it's all about them. And what they're doing is expressing their pain. Nothing positive ever came from a negative mind. And their minds are like pressure cookers, and they have to vent from time to time to release the pressure or relieve the pressure. So what can you do about it? What can you do? Well, the first thing that you can do is not to be concerned about what other people think, particularly what other people think of you. We're all on this planet, rubbing up against each other, trying to make our way, particularly in this COVID virus time. You can't pause to think what other people think. And why should you? We're all in the race, trying to survive. So why should somebody be looking over in your lane and telling you what they think about you, right? Don't be concerned. They have no insider information. They don't know anything about you and your life and your skills and your abilities. What people think is none of your business. Number 2, if you are concerned about what people think of you and you take it personally, you need to develop some confidence about yourself. You need to get some self-worth. Work on yourself. Work on on what's true for you and your skills and your abilities, and speak your truth. Speak your truth to you, for you. Number 3 is you don't have to prove anything to anybody. You're already on the planet. By virtue of being on the planet, you've been anointed, you've been appointed. You don't have to pay any dues to anybody. You don't have to prove anything to anybody at all. Number 4, if someone tells you something bad about you, or well, you could have done this, or you're rubbish, or whatever they choose to do, right, to make themselves feel better, say thank you very much and move on. The same thing applies when someone tells you something seemingly good. Oh wow, you are wonderful. What you did there was wonderful. Thank you very much, and move on. You don't need their approval, I repeat. But the thing is that you can't cherry pick. Oh, I like that, I like that. They said something really nice to me, and these people, they don't like me. They said something negative. No, you're not in that game. When you're not in that game, you can't take the good and leave the bad. You have to leave it all. The good and the bad does not determine who I am. And the other thing about accepting the good and getting all big-headed and everything is that it's a way that people can manipulate you. Let me give you an example. If someone said to me, oh, Bev, your videos are really, really good. However, I would really love it if you said something spiritual, you were more spiritual. Well, whose tune am I dancing to? Whose approval am I looking for? No, I am going to be the boss of me. I decide what I do. So in that way, you don't take too much of the bad, you don't take too much of the good. And number 5 is, therefore, stop giving away your power, listening to what other people say about you, around you. Everybody's got an opinion right now. Just know where your power lies, and your power lies within. Number 6, and this is again super important. They're all important, but this one is important. Know that things do not happen to you, right? Why is this happening to me? It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. That's the way that the universe works. It's happening for you. Do you know, maybe that relationship had passed its sell-by date and that person had to get out the way because there's somebody else coming in that can love you more. Maybe you were going to that job which you absolutely hated, but you didn't have the courage or the will to leave it. And now COVID's just said that job does not exist. Now what are you going to do? Things happen for you. You've heard the cliche, things happen for a reason. Yes, they do. And it may be that it's time to get up and move on. Don't take anything that we're experiencing right now personally. People will say what they say. Let them. People will bring gifts to your door. People will bring poison to your door. If they bring gifts, thank you. If they bring poison, you don't have to take it. You don't have to drink it. Don't take things personally. I'll leave you with that. Have a great day. Until next time.